What's going on, guys? It's MerkJ here, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite shows, and that is Doctor Who. So this season of Doctor Who has been terrible, and I can't believe Rotten Tomatoes rated it a 94%. The most I would rate this is a 60%, but most likely I think this season has been a flop. It's been a what is it? I don't even know what the ratings are, like a squash tomato or whatever. Unfresh or whatever the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes are. I cannot believe that this has been rated 94%. How is this possible? Like, look at the audience score. Now, sure, some of this is, fans of YouTubers who just, like, go to Rotten Tomatoes to lower it. Most likely, this is probably around, like, 30 or 40%. That's probably most likely. But this season has been terrible. The writing has just been awful. I just don't understand how anyone can watch this season and be like, oh wow, this is a really good season of Doctor Who. So let's go down and let's look at the reviews. Okay, so here's actually a good critic review. Okay, lovely intentions, but upon deeper inspection, saying little. Looks like she's probably a fan of the whole SJW stuff that they're putting in the show, but at least she can see that the writing has been god-awful. Like, what does this have to do with the show? The fact that this season, the first to star a woman in 55 years, was so interested in how long it takes to effect change and how many people have to suffer in the process, played like a response to the history of the show. Why are you talking about SJW bullshit? That has nothing to do with the show. You're supposed to talk about how good the show is and how good the writing is and how good the character is. This is just talking about SJW bullshit, and I hate when people try and act like Doctor Who has never been diverse. Go watch the first episode of the new Doctor Who, the latest, the first season. Just go watch that. Watch the very first episode. The first character you're introduced to is Rose, a woman, and she's a fantastic character. And then her boyfriend is I don't know his race. I guess he's a dark-skinned person. So do not act like this show has never been diverse. I just hate people that try and act like, oh, this whole forcing political agenda and all this diversity is good. No, it's not good. I never even noticed it before. I didn't care, but now that they're acting like, oh, look at us. Look what we're doing in season 11. We're making it diverse. Never done before. What the fuck are you talking about? Doctor Who is a goddamn alien. It can't get any more diverse than that. The show is about aliens. It's about the Doctor and his companions, or companion, that go around and they fight aliens. That's pretty much what the show is about. I'm now too old for the Time Lord's adventures. A great weariness came upon me as she expanded her sonic screwdriver to her charisma-free new pals, but still, I couldn't be more glad that the Doctor is at last a girl. What the fuck are you talking about? You're too old for the Time Lord's adventures? What the fuck does that even mean? People want to act like this is a kid's show. Doctor Who is a family show. There's a difference between a kid's show and a family show. Doctor Who has been around for 55 years, so I'm guessing a lot of people that watch this show are probably a little bit older. A doctor for our age. How is this considered a review? It's one fucking sentence. This is not a review. Top critic? This dude doesn't... Okay, actually, I guess most of them don't have a profile pic. A doctor for our age. What the fuck does that even mean? I really don't get it. I don't care that the Doctor's a woman, but what I care about is that people make such a big deal out of it and they're acting like finally Doctor Who's having a strong woman at the front. What are you even talking about? Go look at all the Doctor Who's past companions. All of them have been strong female characters. All of them have been great characters. They're all better than this Doctor. This Doctor, I don't know. I can see her as the Doctor. If the writing were good, she could definitely be the Doctor. But right now, all I see is someone pretending to be the Doctor. She's not a great Doctor with this terrible writing. Maybe she could be better if the writing was good, but I'm not sure. What does this say? The stories are firmly anchored in the character's offbeat sense of humor, although the comedy doesn't always land. Comedy? I don't even notice the comedy. Like, I don't even know. The show is not funny at all. Like, is this show supposed to be a comedy? I thought it was a sci-fi show about an alien Time Lord who gets in his TARDIS and goes around killing aliens. I thought that's what the show was about. The show has just been boring. That's how I can that's how I can explain what the show is. It's just boring. And Doctor Who is missing something. I don't know what it is, but it's missing something. See, the thing with Doctor Who is every single Doctor has been my favorite. That thing that Capaldi said at the end, or when he was interviewed, I don't even remember, but this was on BBC, and he said this: every single new Doctor is always your favorite. You're always scared to let the Doctor go, but the next Doctor is always your favorite. And that has always been true, except with this Doctor. She's probably my least favorite Doctor, because the writing has been terrible, the show has been boring, and they're trying to force this political agenda that no one even cares about. Now, you know that these reviews have to be bullshit. 100%. 100%. I wouldn't even give this 50%. This episode was terrible. It was boring. The whole episode was the Doctor chasing this Dalek that was like inside of a human. Like, that was pretty much the entire episode. And then finally the Dalek gets in its shell, and it's like, okay, is it gonna, call out to its Dalek fleet? Is it gonna be one of those episodes? But no, they end up like tracking it somewhere, and then they all get out of the TARDIS, and there's like a force field, and then they tackle the Dalek and put a bomb on it. Like, what even is that? And the funny thing is she's like completely terrified of this one Dalek. But it doesn't even take anything to kill this. They just like tackle it and throw a bomb on the damn thing, and then the shell blows up, and then they throw it into the fucking sun or a supernova. And I don't know, I just thought that was really stupid. The whole episode she's acting really terrified, and they killed it like really fast. It was nothing. I mean, the Doctor has killed millions and millions of Daleks. The Doctor has always stood up and just face the Daleks. He's always said something witty to get out of the situation, and he's found a way to beat the Daleks. This episode was her against one Dalek, just one Dalek, and it took the entire episode to kill the damn thing. I don't know, I just felt that this episode was pretty boring, especially since we've seen the Doctor face off against millions of Daleks. Like, millions. He's gone up against millions and millions of Daleks, but she can't even seem to defeat this one Dalek. Or at least she's scared of the Dalek. She defeats this Dalek pretty easily. Like, it was defeated easily. It was nothing. But she acts like scared of it. Why would you be scared? You're the Doctor, okay? You've faced these creatures down a million times. So the funny thing is at the beginning of the episode, she's like, oh yeah, this is one of the most dangerous creatures in the universe. And then they tackle it and throw a bomb on it. Like, this episode was just terrible. Always go with the audience score, but again, this has probably been deflated by fans of YouTubers who are just like, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna go dislike this. But this is false. Rotten Tomatoes is a corporate shill. Do not trust them. Okay, they're obviously being paid by the BBC. Okay, when she is much happier, and honestly, she's a much happier, sillier Doctor. She still has that fire that can bring civilizations to their knees. What the hell are you talking about? I did not see that at all. I mean, yeah, she was like, I'm pretty sure she said something about, I protect this planet or whatever, which is what the Doctor says all the time. So I didn't really notice any of the fire. But yeah, that's what the Doctor is missing. The Doctor is a fucking psychopath who's killed millions of fucking aliens. That's who the Doctor is. He shouldn't be scared of one Dalek. Or she shouldn't be scared. I don't know. He, she, it really doesn't matter because the Doctor doesn't have a gender, right? The Doctor shouldn't have a gender. I mean, there's so much hypocritical things in Doctor Who. Like last season, there was something about, he said that, oh, they don't have genders. But then when his past self comes along, he's like sexist. That doesn't make any sense. If there was no gender on Gallifrey, then why was his previous self sexist? That just makes no fucking sense. I mean, there's just so much dumb bullshit that the show tries to push, and I don't know. I think it's stupid. This is what the Doctor is missing. Okay, she's not scary. I'm not scared of her. She's not. I don't know. Doctor Who is just missing something. I don't know what that is, but I remember every single episode would come on Doctor Who, and I'd be excited for every single episode. But this season, I didn't even finish it. I didn't last the last 2 episodes. I watched this New Year special because I was like, finally, Daleks, finally a good episode. This is probably going to be my favorite episode. And no, it wasn't. I think the first episode is still my favorite, even though when I watched that, I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. That's what I thought when I watched it. I didn't like it. Like, I went into it thinking, I'm going to love this, even though I'm like, kind of nervous about switching doctors. I was like, I'm probably going to get used to her by the end of the episode, and I didn't. And I don't know. This Doctor Who season is just missing a lot. What we got was a story that felt familiar to who again. It didn't really. It still feels like it was a season 11 episode. Also, what's wrong with the Doctor is I guess she's more happy, more cheery. I mean, the Doctor has always been depressed, but I mean, I guess it makes sense to kind of change that, because at the end, you know, he just wanted to die, but then he just gave in and was like, okay, I'll give it one more chance. So I guess it kind of makes sense that he or she would be happier, but I don't know. The Doctor is just missing something. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments what you guys think. I just think this writing is bullshit. This episode does not deserve 100%. This episode was god-awful. This episode was terrible compared to any episode from Season 10. And every single episode will beat this episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're out of my channel, be sure to subscribe. And peace, guys.